Wow.
All updates I'll have to make via roster update. It's simple, easy stuff, but you still have to pay attention.
Yeah, I got to give Dustin credit. We went to a head scanning trip, so if you guys aren't aware, we go each year in the offseason, we go and we do player head scans to try and get as many players as we can with HD likeness in-game. And Dustin and I went to Dallas to get the Cowboys. And I'll give Dustin credit. He knew just about everybody's name, and he went in the equipment room and knew every piece of equipment they had. I was actually very impressed.
That's pretty awesome.
So he knows what he's talking about, for sure.
I'd call it a gift, but I think it's just a weird problem.
All right.
Oh, that's a hole, I'm sure. Let's look at this new...
Penalties are for real this year, guys.
Yep. Penalties are for real. Oh, Kyle Wilbur.
That's your boy, Mr. Deacon himself. You sure you want to accept that?
Yep. Former teammate, but I'm accepting the penalty. I need the yardage.
Yeah, you do.
All right, so you talked a little about drive enders and starters, and he buttoned through it, but we'll get a better look the next time.
Yeah.
Watch me score this touchdown. You'll get it again.
Oh, will we?
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Almost threw an interception.
It's in his hands.
Another on-field camera here.
Yep. I like to call those our hero shots. They're low to high, make the guys look awesome. Shows off the lighting in the stadium. They're fun.
One of the things that I noticed that is really cool is when guys are walking by the camera, you might see the camera kind of move out of the way. It's almost like there's a real person on the field or on the sideline avoiding these people, which, I mean, it's something you may not know. At first I was kind of got used to it, and then when you notice it, you're like, oh, wow, that must have taken a lot of work.
Yeah, we want to go deeper with that kind of story. Really, we call it avoidance. We really spent a lot of time for avoidance with our on-the-field cameras and our Steadicam guy this year. So if you see them, they'll be actively getting out of the way to make sure that people aren't clipping through cameras and things like that. But if you'll see, oh my, look at that!
Oh my goodness!
Peace, hope.
We go.
See you later.
Nice.
That's right.
That was maybe the best catch
there
I've
you
seen.
go. And there's our augmented UI.
That hurts.
Nice.
It should.
That hurts.
A depressed coach.
Yep. There's our wire cam.
Yep, that's our wire cam replay system.
Oh,
look at that
man.
catch.
My goodness.
Gross. That's probably why they swung at his face in practice yesterday.
Awesome.
Yeah, that looks really good.
That was really great. I'm not even going to be mad about that, actually. I don't know how to be mad.
Well, you're going to have your chance.
I will.
All right, so now
It's a new kick roll, right?
New kick roll,
Yeah.
yeah. Kicking from the 15.
it was so weird at first, just seeing it.
And then you see, what, 2 or 3 people will miss it in preseason over the weekend.
Yeah. It's
How
gonna
many
be a
more-
game changer for sure.
Yeah, how many more 2-point conversions do you think we're going to see attempted this year? Not a
It's gonna be
direct
part of
number.
strategy, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's strategy, but I
Sure,
think
Belichick
that
goes for it pretty often.
a lot of people will go for it. A surprising amount will go for it just because it opens up your playbook. You're no longer limited to 12 yards of, the 2-yard line through the end zone. You've got 27 yards.
Yeah.
You've got almost your whole playbook with the exception of really deep passes. You can run a lot of routes and stuff like that. I think it's going to change a lot. At least I hope so. It's really fun.
That big and bold monolith.
Yeah, those things look really nice.
And there's a couple
Yeah,
different
pretty cool.
videos per guy. It's not
Yeah,
always the same
we
one.
have 3-4 videos at the most for different quarterbacks. One that actually people play more, I assume, we'll have 4 for them. Some of it's content. We've trouble getting some content from Jameis Winston, right? So what do? So we talked to the NCAA and played nice, and we got a couple clips, which is pretty cool to see him playing at FSU and his monolith. It's pretty great, and hopefully we can update that, as we go as well.
Yeah, that was something that was shown in some videos beforehand, and people were going crazy about the fact that, you've got Jameis Winston's Florida State highlights, you've got Marcus Mariota's highlights at Oregon. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can always get them holding the jersey or something like that, but I think that just added
We
something
wanted
really cool
to
to
have
it.
them play football, right? I mean, we could have done that where, they're up there with Roger Goodell with the jersey and all that stuff, but no, we just went after football.
You scrub.
Oh, Jared Cook, you're not catching him.
That's a nice block downfield as soon as he caught it. That was nice.
I'll just slide in.
Nice. There you go.
Well, we both
Look at
look
that.
pretty terrible on defense to start.
Something new I've noticed too is, guys, there's some new celebrations like from the ground.
Absolutely.
Guys like can be laying on their back and pointing up, or they'll sit up like he just did, and it just really adds something special.
We continue to tell more of that story. Jason Dennehy's one of our art directors on the team. He goes up to Vancouver, and we get 10, 12 former football players and put them in that sensor suit up there and just do animation after animation. You'll start to see a lot of this in our gameplay. We did a lot of canned animations to make our handoff transitions look smoother and our rollouts and passing and things like that. So you don't have that jumpy animations. They're just smooth. There you go. There's your.
So here we go. Congratulating the team
As we should.
Yeah, we got a good ball game here too.
Yep.
Do these two teams don't play this year, do they?
No, they don't. Did last year. Rams blew it.
I did notice the Rams have
Heck of a
a
comeback.
fairly difficult schedule. How does that
Always
make
do.
you feel?
I mean, when you end up in Seattle and San Fran on the road the last 2 weeks of the year, 3 years in a row, it's a little bit unfair. But we're going to overcome it.
Don't worry, they used to do that to Dallas and put them in Philly and Washington and New York at the end.
Hey,
Brian, how about the Lions?
champions
How
win.
do you feel about the Lions?
I'm just saying no comment.
They looked really
Happy to have a new coach.
They looked really good in preseason. Incredibly
Yeah.
good.
They always do.
They looked good in the regular season last year. They had
until
one,
they saw Dallas,
Yeah.
they did look really
Yep.
good.
and they had one. Yeah,
Don't.
Just
One
wait longer.
very
We're gonna
key
be good.
play,
I just-
yeah.
No,
I
it's
just know
hard to-
better.
You can't put a game into one play. There's no way. Every player will tell you that.
that's true. Because the Cowboys saw the other side of that coin against the Packers.
There you go.
All right. What are stories we're going to be telling here? Wish we could hear
Crowds.
it. We could talk about what
We
we're
have
saying.
crowds.
We can talk about crowds. Well, let's get into the red zone there, and then we can really point out what we did with the crowds.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, no problem.
My goodness.
Oh,
Let me
wide world.
Let me help you out.
There you go. Okay.
I'm not letting you get there that easily. That was lucky.
That was.
It's Gavin Escobar.
Are we looking at this view too?
No, we're just on this one. We've got the other console just running CPU versus CPU if we ever
Okay.
want to cut to it, but
Wow.
Cool.
You like that?
I lowered the boom.
So
there a
they're-
little bit.
that was a good hit.
Can
Just,
have your boom.
sometimes it doesn't bounce your way.
It's Dallas will tell you.
We do have a quarter break coming up here, and we can talk about more of the presentation.
Oh, man.
Yep. Oh, I threw it behind him. It's tough. It's tough.
See, there's some more.
There you go.
Yeah, I
Some
really
good feedback right there.
Instant.
Yep.
I mean, I really love it too because oftentimes when we're playing during the cycle, when we get one of those augmented UI pop-ups and it's something really compelling, like, oh, you're 12 of 13 for 240 yards and it's the second quarter or something, it's that instant feedback and you can automatically talk smack to your opponent. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at those yards. You don't have to go digging to show them. It's really cool. Oh my goodness,
Money.
where am I?
Sorry about the red
Wow.
zone. I couldn't help it.
There goes the Steadicam guy. Ah,
Oh,
that's not on the field. Steadicam's off to the right.
Yep. Frustrated.
You're going to see a lot of frustration from Fisher. Hopefully not during the regular season. I think you guys got a better year.
Michael, I just want you to win this game really
Thanks,
bad
man.
right
I
now.
think the fans
I
do too.
just-
I hope so. I don't know.
Okay.
If they don't, it's okay.
He's just
Yeah.
talking so much
I
smack.
won't blame them.
Everybody likes to see the trash talker lose. Sorry, Dustin, but it's the way
Fair.
it is.
Fair. Everybody
So-
loves to hate the villain.
Got a few Cowboys fans out there in the crowd going,
Yeah, I mean, you can see we put towels in there. So we see towels. There's also signs. All of like the gear that they're wearing is actual NFL shop licensed gear that anyone can buy. We actually just shipped all that stuff in, scanned it, put it in
Same
the
thing
game.
with the sideline guys.
Yeah, and the sideline guys, you'll actually see the actual vests that the guys wear. We scan the actual vests that broadcast cinematographers and cameramen and photographers wear.
Yep, females in the crowd.
Females in the crowd. Yep.
They've got winter gear, correct? Like
Yep. We've got yep.
sideline
Yep.
and snow
No more
games,
guys
anything
on
like
the
that.
shorts and snow.
No shorts and snow.
It's gone.
Yep.
See if Michael can make a drive here.
Got Caulfield in the back.
Oh wow!
Oh,
Tavon
Dropped
Austin.
it?
I may have touched him enough to do something, but it may have just been a drop.
Man, that was
You might have-
close.
that was
That was a good look though.
It was.
Pretty good throw on the run as well.
Yeah, not what Foles is known for, but it may be
okay.
why it's a little
I play
short.
this game a little unconventionally. Here's one of our defensive ISO shots. So last year we had quarterback ISO shots, and it was restricted to only quarterback. This year we've added defenders to that list of players that we can isolate during pre-play. It doesn't really provide you a competitive. Ooh, got distracted. Provides you a competitive advantage, but it's a really unique feature
right,
for us.
standing over him.
Again, getting closer to
Celebration's
these
awesome.
guys to show off the graphics and show off that HD likeness that we work so hard to get.
Which there are over 500 players scanned in game this year.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
What are some of the highlights, if you want to share them, on disc?
So let's see, we've got a ton of Bengals. Maluga, Jeremy Hill's in this year.
Oh, that's dangerous throw. Stupid throw.
Obviously, the two high-profile rookies, Winston and Mariota.
In.
Yep.
They went into 15 even.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, you'll be hard pressed. You'll have at least 8 starters per team that'll have face scans. Minimum. We're getting closer to trying to fill out all 22 starters, but you got to take your steps each year. And if you're already at 500, you've got a good start.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes, because I think a lot of them, already looked really good. But then when you see the new scans going, it's just like, wow.
Something that helps
Yeah.
that is we went and added some HD generic scans as well.
Oh, Tony's getting a player
There you
spotlight.
go, player
It's the
spotlight.
presentation feature. Tony's been lighting it up today, unfortunately.
So our generic player heads that we've done better with are now, it'll even confuse some people because we're still going through assigning, to some
looked
teams
off.
to make sure everybody at least looks somewhere close to where they do. I've already seen online some people think that a guy's got a face scan and it just happens to be one of our good generics. So we're really improving there, I gotta say. We've made some big strides.
Yeah, I mean, the game looks really good. Like I said, it's. I've seen those faces where I thought it was the actual guy, and you're like, no, that's not actually his exact face,
It's
or
not him.
And then a new scan will go in, and I'm like, oh wow, that's incredible. But it's so rare to see. I feel like it's more and more rare to see anybody that's not a scan now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And when we go visit these teams, these guys are aware of what we're doing. First year was last year, and they weren't really sure what we were doing, and our rig that we take is a little bit intimidating. There's a lot going on. But after going around the teams last year and then heading back this year, guys were lining up at our door to do it because they wanted to look like themselves in Madden. It's a really big payoff for them. And we've taken strides from a presentation standpoint to cross-reference our list of guys in-game with A-quality heads, and if there's a cut scene with them in it that's applicable to have their helmet off, we take the helmet off and we show off that likeness. And I think the guys really appreciate that, seeing themselves in the game. And, their family can see them not only on Sundays but throughout the whole week, Monday through Saturday.
All right, you need to stop here, Michael.
No, you don't.
All right.
You need some red zone love. Is what you
All right,
need.
good.
Let me get in.
Hey, Gibbs, let's we'll start going to some questions in the chat. If you want to grab me my iPad off the desk. Cool.
Still waiting for that Steadicam guy. Maybe you guys could just get in the red zone for me.
I'm here, man.
All right.
He's in the blue vest, Dustin. Try to run towards him.
Towards him, huh?
Yep. There's a couple of them.
Or just get sit down.
Whew.
You almost got shook. It's okay.
There you go. But see, that's the avoidance. So if the camera kind of freaks out, it's because it's trying not to hit other players.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Right.
Seems a little tired.
Yeah, and the replays just look really good, really sharp.
One of my favorite ones is the wire cam stuff. So you see wire cam in pre-play, you'll see it in post-play, you'll see it in replays. It just looks so nice, and that is broadcast taken to another level.
Oh! That's a good play. It's a very nice play.
Sorry, Brian, didn't mean to cut you off there.
Well, no, that's fine.
All right, guys, let me know if you have any questions about the presentation side of Madden NFL 16. We're not talking MUT packs or anything right now, but any questions you've got about the presentation? And a nice
right
pick.
to him. I gave it right to him.
We don't
Again,
want
read
to
you
do
like a
like
book.
Again,
I thought I'd
trying to
throw
get
it
to
right
that
over
end
him,
zone.
and I was like,
Just trying to get to the
as
end
soon as I
zone.
threw
Yeah.
it, I knew better.
Brian's like, would someone please just score a touchdown?
Show this dang
But there's
stick,
been
man.
3. Is that not enough?
Fine, but there's an ISO wire cam. That just makes the game feel so much more real.
Yeah, they love going to the
See it
wire
one more
cam
time.
now and broadcast.
Yeah, it's all over. I saw it in tennis last weekend.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Here's a question from Highfly Aviator 92. How do the monoliths function when there is a new quarterback, like in CFM, when you draft a new QB?
So if we've compiled stock footage for almost all starters and select rookies, but if we don't have footage for your guy or he gets just if we don't have footage, we have stock NFL footage that is generic enough to being enough to being a quarterback, so that you still see highlights. It's not like Madden 15. You didn't get anything if you didn't have a quarterback video. You get a video still. It's just not your guy. That's unfortunately the best we could do without having to get, because we're limited on space and how many videos we can put in the game.
Yeah, it's tough too because
Stuff happens after.
and
the game.
And the draft classes are randomized, so there's no way you could possibly.
But it's cool footage still. I mean, it's a ball flying through the air, tight spiral stuff, snaps.
Let's just go get it,
It's just
Tavon.
cool.
No, sorry.
No PI.
He's got that speed.
Couldn't get past Mo.
I'm gonna help Brian.
Here's a question about crowd noise. This might be for audio. I don't know. Brian, if you want to answer, is crowd noise louder this year?
It is louder. We did a lot of work to know where you are on the field and have the crowd go up and go down on that level. We worked on our mix heavily this year. You should feel as though you have that like when you're in Seattle, you should feel that all-encompassing sound in the mix. But it is. The answer is yes. It is louder.
This one from Shaq Flint. Will the quarterback monoliths show up every time the quarterback takes the field or just the first drive?
Just the first time your quarterback takes the field. After the first time each quarterback takes the field, that's when we get into our drive starter stories where we're showing the offense, the defense, the receivers. Depending on how you're doing, you'll get stat banners with certain players and stuff like that, and it'll, again, commentary will speak to the fact that your quarterback's had a good day or your running back's not doing well, and it carries over to CFM as well. If you had a great week last week and you're struggling this week, we'll talk about it. You'll have a comparison banner from last week to this week. And
There you go. Talk about that guy.
and speaking of monoliths, this is our quarterback monolith. We have advertisements there, and there's these massive structures in the stadium that really feel cool. We're playing an advertisement on that instead of a jumbotron, which NFL teams can't do. Something
Quick
that we
little
have
commercial.
exclusive.
Yeah, quick little commercial break. It's really cool.
Oddly enough, people have asked us for commercials to be put in the game, and there you go.
All right. Again, guys, we're looking for questions on presentation right now.
Let me get in this red zone for you, buddy.
He keeps trying, then I keep stopping him.
Stop it. I'm the only one out here
No,
moving
we're
the
showing
ball.
some good stuff. It's fine.
Did he drop that?
That was a drop by Terrence Williams.
No, I think they're going to give him... No, they dropped.
No, that's a drop.
Jeez, that's tough. That is tough. Drags the feet and just drops the ball. Such is life.
A lot of questions in here
There you go.
that I can't answer. Yeah, hold on. Oh, are all of the presentation features in CFM games?
If you're offline, yes.
Yes.
As long
So,
as you're offline, oh, come on.
and the other thing too is like when your quarterback monolith, for example, comes up
Yeah.
in CFM, it's going to track your stats throughout the season. So if you've thrown nothing but interceptions, it's going to show that right there
Correct.
on the monolith, which is really cool.
Or
Want to play the second Madden Team video?
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick... Do we want to wait till the half, or do you want to do it now?
That's right. Half is good.
Okay.
Okay.
At halftime, we're going to show the second Madden season video.
The other part of the UI story there is in MUT, you're going to have actually your MUT cards pop up, which is pretty cool to see the card actually pop up next to your guy. Yeah, it's just it's expanding more on that user feedback story.
Yeah, you'll notice in CFM it's presentation features, but it's also the augmented UI features, and more. It's you have a weekly goal going into the game, and you meet that weekly goal. You'll get a pop up about it. You'll get an XP notification, confidence notifications instantly on the fly. You'll see an XP kind of pop up off your guy's shoulder, and it's really neat for our users to know how they're tracking during the week and during the game based on the goals that we set for them going in.
Good looking Jumbotron there.
Quite.
How close are we to seeing the...
You want some touchdowns?
Steady can't, yeah.
We're working on it, buddy. We finally decided to play some defense. Give him some credit.
Guys.
Oh, you love Beasley, man.
Third and Beasley.
You love to throw it to him.
Now it's fourth and Beasley.
It's fourth.
Wow, 4th and goal. He is going for it.
He wants that touchdown. Oh, no!
He takes it right as I hit the button, too.
Chris
Nice.
There you go.
Looking for a big year out of him.
All right, this chat is going fast. Here we go. Do
It's a good thing you're reading it.
Oh, nice.
Phil and Jim say new
Wide
things
replay,
this
wide
year? I can answer that, yes.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, there's more specific names being called out. That's a part of what Hoag's been saying with the drive starters and enders. Yeah, you're hearing a more specific story about your quarterback and your team as they're taking the field and then as they're leaving the field, for sure. And that's just, I'm trying to think how much more we had, 40 or something more hours with Jim and Phil, which is great. Yeah, we just love working with those guys.
Yeah, they're really good.
Oh, my goodness.
Got Mason out here now. Todd Gurley,
You can put him in.
one of the most, I think he's
Still a little hurts. But,
It's a little hurt. I like to play it real to life.
under the radar. I think he's my favorite rookie in Madden.
now, when you say under the radar, you mean first round draft pick?
Well, just as far as every running back in the game, I think Todd Gurley is one of the better.
Okay.
He's got good trucking. Anyway,
Good trucking.
yeah, he can truck some guys.
He's a solid back. I am excited to see what he does this year. He could potentially be a game changer out there with Mason for the Rams.
Those are one of your bridging moments right
How do you base stats for players? I'm assuming he's meaning ratings.
It's new this year.
Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh, that was awful.
Can you choose the cameras before the snap, just like last year?
Yes, I'll show you. We can show you right now.
You want to show him passing cam?
That's your presentation feature right there. We got to go into Zoom camera.
I can do that.
Show him
see it.
hug.
This can be done.
Ah,
Cancel, buddy.
trying.
You can't remember how.
No, I can't.
So well, you guys are playing head to head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we're playing head to head.
Do it,
That's
do it.
right.
Ooh,
Yeah.
What is that?
Stedman.
What is that?
Sorry for
So the
you
answer
go.
is yes, you can, but
Yeah.
in head-to-head games, people could use it to grief their opponents just by
Like we're
tracking
going to
the
show you
camera around.
passing
Yeah.
cam and that.
Right.
Sure. There's a silhouette shot from behind our fans. Crowd goes wild.
Unfortunately, still no steady cam.
You're getting views
He
like he's
cut in.
there.
You see that last shot?
He did cut in.
He
but
cut in, he
I
saw the
couldn't-
lens.
I wanted to run towards him.
I know.
Was card?
I promise you what happens.
He's for the fans. He is on a proximity basis, so you need
Yes.
to be near
You have to
him.
be near
He's-
him for him to be acactivated.
He's not going to run him
Yeah.
all
Across
way
the
across
field.
the entire end zone.
We'd be waiting for him to get there. I'm a cameraman. I'm not an athlete.
They're saying they want Gurley.
They want
him in.
Gurley.
Want
They wanna
Gurley.
see Gurley.
Let's handle this.
All right.
Looks like you guys.
How are we on mics? How do we sound? Sounding good.
Awesome.
All right.
There he is.
There we go. Todd Gurley's in.
Right
Let me
after
get the
the
ball back.
drive-ins.
Yeah, let me get the ball back.
Let
Don't
me
worry about
just
it.
get in that end zone, help you out.
I just saw crowd signs back there.
That's another new one.
Talk
Every
about
team
crowd
has their
signs.
own unique crowd signs.
Yeah. You can see him popping up on the right. Here's the crowd signs up top.
And they don't show all games. They show in appropriate scenarios.
Yeah, and areas.
Question about Super Bowl presentation.
Yeah,
Still
we
there.
did that.
Yes, it is
Still
in
there.
It's still
You're gonna have
Still
to.
there.
You're gonna have to win the Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 50, though, we have all the new art, most of the same art from the NFL, as well as our updated Jumbotrons this year, which is not just Super Bowl, but we have a great artist that works on all of our Jumbotrons, and you can see it in some of these here. The new Rams look great. And then we have Super Bowl specific Jumbotrons, and it's all gold. You know, it's the new 50 is gold.
Oh, God. Let me just... Oh.
We also
Took it
updated the prop for the inflatable tunnel. It now closer matches reference to actual Super Bowl runouts.
Yeah.
It's no longer an inflatable tunnel. It's
The
an
flags.
alleyway with flags type of thing,
Okay.
which is really neat. It provides a visual upgrade definitely for us.
Any new end zone celebrations?
Tons. I don't know any specifics. Our Living World team did a great job getting. Every year they get new animations for guys with specific celebrations. You'll see Odell Beckham do the whip, things like that, and it's on the fly. It's not bait and switch like Brian spoke about earlier. These guys just naturally go into a reaction based on the position they're in. If they're on the ground, like you spoke about earlier,
Right.
they'll celebrate from the ground. But if they're standing and like
There you go.
they
You
want to
get a
do
ball.
between the
Yeah,
legs and
nice.
and a jump shot, they'll do it. It's all based on the situation of the game as well, which is really neat. All right. If fans have any suggestions for fans they want to see, please feel free to send them to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Odell Beckham had, some very strong opinions about he wanted to be represented correctly, and we got reference footage of him doing the whip his own
Yeah.
way, and
I think he's represented just fine.
yeah, he looks great.
It's the entire front end of our game and on the cover as well.
Yeah,
Here's your girly hug.
the front end looks amazing.
I didn't even realize it was fourth down.
No.
Oh.
Tried to get it in and out of
Sorry.
the way for you, buddy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You welcome.
I was busy shutting you down. I didn't realize it was fourth down. I was
Is that
busy
right?
talking presentation, just hopefully winning the game soon.
You're right. This is a serious game.
I mean, we're playing, aren't we?
Oh,
Every game is serious if you're playing.
got it. Point taken, Hope.
Oh, it's odd. 2-minute warning. It's unfortunate. Give Dustin's team a break, even though they just came back out on defense. They might need it.
I'm back talking to Coach.
Little commercial break.
Yeah.
Score breakdown.
Breakdown.
There's a Jumbotron in the distance there.
I believe you can tell that Rams lighting has been completely redone
Yeah.
from last year.
Absolutely.
It's much brighter.
Yeah, all the games look
Yeah.
very unique too, depending on what time of day. I really like that.
Goodness. Oh my gosh.
Maybe just let him score before the half, so we could see
let?
the.
I thought this was. Come on.
No, all right.
You want me to let him? I can't.
No, I don't
We
want
can
you to.
do
I don't
that.
want to. I don't want to ruin the integrity of the game.
It's up to you. We can do that.
It's okay. I'll
No?
score. I might as well just run with Nick Foles since
Go
we
ahead.
got a penalty.
Go crazy.
Oh, we got a penalty. It's not going to count. I know it's a hold. I'd be shocked if it isn't.
They're focusing
As
on
AJ
Greg
spoke,
Robinson.
as AJ spoke to earlier, penalties are a real thing.
Yeah.
You tune
Yeah,
them,
it's-
they're definitely more prevalent.
Yeah.
Tied to your traits, correct?
Yep.
To
There's a penalty trait based on the amount of penalties you had last year.
Yeah, it really makes you evaluate who you have on your offensive line or defense.
Or who you might sub in.
Right. And the sliders. Someone asked about the sliders. The sliders definitely work. You can turn up those sliders all the way on penalties,
why
and you
do
will
you
see
know?
a lot of them.
Good job, Nick.
It's rough.
I tried to let him in the end zone.
You didn't try at all.
Nature
guys.
versus nurture, AJ. Nature always wins.
Do
We're
the fans know
about-
about EA Tracks. Have we talked about EA Tracks
yeah.
yet?
Well, I think we have the music turned off, but yes, we do need to mention that. Yes, so let's talk about EA Tracks.
It's back. You'll hear it through the front end. It's pretty awesome. It's 30 licensed tracks that we have. Some of them are breaking, some of them are not, but we covered several genres, and we hope that we're touching everyone's favorite type of music.
Yeah,
What else we got? It's good stuff, dude.
it's a really good soundtrack this year. I think
Feels like Madden 05 again. Just all this new music that you never heard.
okay.
There you go.
That was rough.
Breakout of the year, Tyrone Crawford. Calling it.
All right, it's do or die time here. As we approach the half,
I'm trying to score.
he's just not going to let you.
There's let, and then there's.
I mean, I scored twice.
Oh, I believe in you.
Have
Oh,
it.
this is it.
Have it.
That's PI?
Oh,
No PI?
That's slightly bumpy, but
I mean,
guess they're gonna say uncatchable.
that was definitely. I mean,
Jared Cook, arguably one of the fastest in the game.
probably uncatchable.
We've only got like a couple minutes left, right? So let's. What didn't we cover?
Uniforms.
Oh, right.
Uniforms.
Look at
Oh,
all these
uniforms,
beautiful
right.
new uniforms. We added Flywire to all of the teams that use Flywire. We did it completely new, completely different. It's reflective. It looks just like that.
Yeah, it
Little details that are in there. We fixed some colors, like on the Bucks, the Dolphins. What was the other team? The Eagles, who, when they switched to the new Nike pattern last year, their green got a little weird.
That is
So-
funny. Whenever I pass your office,
We mimic
you're
them.
always on AP photography, and you're always matching some image to what's in the game, and back and forth, and it's pretty cool.
There's nothing to be left out for me. I try and hit every area, every little bit. We fixed easily every Nike uniform has been fixed in some way, shape, or form this year.
Goodness.
Whether it be minor things, big things, all those little touches. If you're using a Nike uniform this year, you should see a lot of good things.
What's your favorite uniform?
Gosh.
Favorite? It's always got to be the Chargers powder blue. It's just the best thing.
Really?
It's such a good looking
Powder
uniform.
Wow.
It's such a good looking uniform.
All right.
Interesting choice.
I'll go with
That is
the
interesting.
Cowboys double stars number 2.
Nick Foles, lead the
From
troops,
the
Nick.
90s, yeah.
We might be seeing that again here soon.
All right.
Oh, man, here it
We're
is.
so close.
I'm so...
All right.
I can taste it.
Throw it to your steady cam guy. Throw it
Trying.
right at him.
Trying.
Oh,
I had it, you ruined it.
Or just throw it right at me. That was a CPU taking care of you right
You
there.
ruined it.
Sorry.
all right.
There's no time for field goals here.
Goal line us.
Let me get you.
Just
Let's get you a touch.
yeah.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it given to me.
Yeah, you do. You need it given to you.
Maybe we just share
Kind of
the.
want to see the.
We leave the surprise for our fans at
Pressure's
home.
on. I hope he actually does it.
Oh.
The goal line actually hurt because there were so many people in my way in that formation. Well,
My bad.
fans.
Even when I
Okay.
tried.
We
to
have
win.
a lot of hours left on this stream,
You
so
will
we
see the
will
Steadicam
point it
at
out
some point.
specifically. I will take it into instant replay and show them the Steadicam guy. But yeah.
There
Oh, here we go.
Drive starter.
There you
Look
go.
at those last 3 drives for the Cowboys. They've struggled. They've
Mightily.
struggled. Jim and Phil are talking about how much they've struggled there.
All right, guys, thank you for joining us. Once again, great work on the presentation in Madden 16. You can pick up the game on Tuesday, August 25th, or through EA Access starting tomorrow. We're going to check out the new Madden season, the second teaser, right now, and then we'll be right back into it, so stay right here. Do not leave. We're going to also do a giveaway on the next segment. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.